Today, I'm going to go over the steps for making your own Tyvek wallet. You may be thinking, why would I want to use a wallet made of paper? Well, over the years I've used leather wallets and Velcro wallets, and each has its pros and cons, but the thing I didn't like about either is how susceptible they are to absorbing sweat. I exercise quite a bit and I usually keep my wallet with me in my shorts pocket, and in doing so after a good workout, my wallet gets pretty damp. This is where I found Tyvek wallets to be a lot more sweat resistant. Tyvek by design is meant to repel water up to a point. So follow along and I'll walk you through the steps for making your own wallet, and at the end of the video I'll show you something I found that makes the wallet even more durable and sweat resistant. Okay, these are all the items you need to make our wallet. The Tyvek envelope and the scissors. If you already know how to make the wallet, basically you only need these two items. But otherwise, we need a pen or pencil and a dollar bill and a credit card size card. Helps us with measuring. One other thing that I wanted to show you is this envelope is a Tyvek envelope that I got from an office supply store. Its measurements are about 12 by I think 16 up to here when it's folded shut. Compared to a USPS envelope, the priority mail one, this is the difference. So it's maybe ½ inch wider and an 1.5 inches or so longer when it's folded. And one other word of caution, I know it's illegal to use these priority mail envelopes for making wallets or for doing anything other than mailing stuff through USPS. So just to let you know. Okay, first thing we have to do is this flap on the top, just cut it off on the crease where it folds. And also, later on we're going to need this sticky part of the flap, so you need to save this for later. Next, we need to cut the bottom edge off here along this folded flap where it's sealed shut. Okay, next, this is hard to see on the camera, but what we need to do is this part where it's glued together, the entire envelope along the length, we need to cut it off here, and then once we got it cut, we cut it on this side too, so we can remove that entire double piece of paper that's glued together. Because this part I'm cutting off is where it doubles up, and you don't want that on your wallet. And then you're left with this one big sheet of Tyvek. Okay, the first thing we need to do is take this whole sheet and fold it in half this way. And you'll be folding it as accurately as you can depending on how straight you cut the edges. Like, I didn't cut my edges really straight so they don't line up perfectly, but just get them about as accurate as possible to line up. Okay, so now that we got it folded in half, we can unfold it. And the next fold is this edge goes right to where we folded it in half. Okay, now that we've got this fold done, we need to do one more fold similar, but putting this edge on the same spot in the center. Okay, now what we have to do is unfold everything, and starting from, this is the center, starting from this first crease, you fold it, and every fold you made from the ones we just did, you fold it in every other direction. So the first one you fold it over, which is how it's folded already. But the next one you fold it the other way, and that would be here. Then the next one you fold it back the other way. So kind of like an accordion. Okay, so now that we got it to this point, the last fold you have to make is in the center, but as you fold it in the center, these last flaps that you folded over, take one of them, either one doesn't matter, and fold it over the other side so it covers it, then fold it up. Okay, the next thing we need to do is, this is the pocket side of your wallet and this is the bottom. What we need to do is choose a side that will be the inside of the wallet, and I also have to change pens because the other pen, the ballpoint pen I had, wasn't marking the envelope, the Tyvek, and I'm not sure if this will either. But mark the inside facing of each flap towards the top. So just put something, any kind of mark, like a dot even, just so you know what is the top of that flap that faces the inside. Okay, now that we got it folded completely into a wallet, almost, and we got our marks on the inside facing side of each flap, we can unfold the entire wallet, and this is where those marks will come in, will be useful. What you need to do with all the folds running this way, make a fold down the center the other way. Make a line on either side of this new fold, wherever you see these marks that you made. So one can go, let me see, I'm going to not make it the whole width of the card, but maybe I'll line it up with this, maybe about here. So and just draw a line. It doesn't need to be top to bottom, but you're going to have to cut on that line in the next step. Okay, notice I made one mistake on this, drawing these marks. These marks are going to be what the line that we cut on, or I cut on to, because that's where the credit cards will slide into. But see, what happens is you need to know where the top is, because you're gonna, when it's spread out and open, you're gonna cut below the top of the wallet, but all the way to the bottom of the wallet on every flap. And to do that, it needs to have a fold so that when you cut to the bottom, there's still Tyvek on the other side to hold it together. But on this one, this is where the flap ends. So if you cut it to the bottom, it's going to be cut open. So what we need to do is put the flap over the other way. It's like this. So instead of it overlapping this way, we need to overlap it this way, so that you draw a line on this side and there's a fold here. You draw the line on this side and there's a fold here, and this is the bottom of the wallet. So when we cut to the bottom, it doesn't meet just the edge of a paper. So I need to draw a line here. Okay, we are almost done. Let me just unfold this. Now that we got all the lines drawn and we unfold it, and this was the line that we're not supposed to cut, because it goes right, we would end up cutting right off the edge of the paper. So I made these new lines, and this is where the mark comes in handy, because it tells you where the top of the sheet is. And let me fold it back up again, because I didn't draw the mark on the this mark up here tells you where the top is, and I think this is the top of this side, but I gotta fold it back up to make sure. Hold on. Okay, what I'm gonna do is, this is the tape from the flap that I'm going to use, but what you need to do is cut on each side to leave a strip of this sticky tape to use on your wallet. And what you need to cut it, what you need to do when you cut it is watch out, because the tape, the sticky part, doesn't run all the way to the edge of this cover. So you need to try and cut a straight line of as much as possible without cutting, you know, and leaving enough sticky part to use on your wallet. And yeah, I think that side's good. Let me cut the other side now. I think this side has quite a bit. So, and it needs to be kind of straight, but not really straight. See how crooked it is, but it's kind of okay width. Yeah, I think this might work. I might straighten it out a little bit more. Okay, I got our strip of from the sticky flap cut out into a long strip, and I also cut off the ends because the sticky part runs out closer towards the ends as well. So pretty much everything under this, except right here, it should be sticky, but let me cut this off also. Okay, yeah, that part's sticky. So what we're going to do is just kind of measure something about the same length as the wallet height, and that's, you're going to just cut it the same size and then tape this end together using this Tyvek tape. If you were to use regular tape, it would come off, because Tyvek is sort of stain resistant as well. It repels water as well as stains. So if you try and tape it with like masking tape, even duct tape, even packing tape, the tape won't stick. It'll just come right off after a little while. And not even a little while, it'll come right off. Okay, so we got this cut. Let's try and put one of these on. Just got to try and get this protective backing off the sticky part, which can be kind of tough. I'm trying to push this edge down. I don't want to have to cut it off because it's right on the edge of the wallet. So I'm trying to just smash it into the bottom of the wallet and hope it stays. The Tyvek tape sticks pretty well to Tyvek. Okay, here's our wallet. Where's that card? Card fits pretty good, goes all the way in. It's a pretty big wallet. I have another one. My previous wallet that I made out of Tyvek was not this big, but that's okay. And for bills, it should go in pretty easily, and it's pretty huge. Look how much space there is on either side, but that's okay. When you go traveling, some of the other countries have large bills, so it might fit just right. Okay, I'm on my last step of finishing the wallet, and I had mentioned that I do one last thing to make it a little more durable and water resistant or sweat resistant, and basically it's just this spraying it with paint. And I kind of found that well, my first wallet that I made some months ago, it was just out of the Tyvek, and I tried that because it felt pretty durable when you feel Tyvek when it's brand new. But after about a month, it started to kind of get worn out, and after maybe 2 months, it was really worn out, and I had to make a new one. And then the second one I made, I painted. Let me get that and show you. Okay, the second one I made, I painted red because that was the only color I had, and it held together for quite a while. I think this is about more than 6 months, maybe 7 or 8 months. And the paint, you can kind of see it's worn off and kind of shabby looking, but it did make the wallet a bit more durable and still waterproof. And for me, I don't mind it looking, you know, kind of two-toned. So what I did this time was, this is enamel paint, and it seemed to me it worked pretty well. I use this wallet even now, but what I did this time was buy lacquer paint. And lacquer paint, I'm thinking it should be a lot stronger and more durable, and still be water resistant. And I also bought